Hey amigos, Robo here. Every farm starts with a seed, but only the smart farmers grow into pros. Welcome back to Farmers College and Farmology 102. Today we're digging deep into seeds, crops, and trees. So fire up the tractor, hit the like button, and we're going to plant some knowledge. Let's dig into it. There are a few differences between each crop and each tree. The soil type they use, equipment needed, seed cost, growth rates, harvest profits, and what you can do with them if you're done harvesting. So let's cover the common basics between seeds, crops, and trees. Standard crop seeds are bought at FarmCo, inside the main store. If you're looking for trees, they'll be found at the wooden stuff, in individual boxes. As a new player, you'll be dealing with individual boxes of seeds. Pallets will come later once you have enough coins and have unlocked a forklift license and purchased the required equipment. Some crop and tree seeds also require a certain level of equipment to plant, so make sure you have the right gear unlocked before you plan on planting your seeds. If you don't, you're going to have the incorrect level gear and you won't be able to purchase those seeds. As a new player, forest soil is locked out until you get the forestry license, so you don't have to worry about building the wrong soil accidentally. But after you are able to build both standard crop fields and forest fields, make sure you have the right soil type for the seed you're planting. If you accidentally build the wrong type of field, you will have to rebuild the field with the correct soil to plant, a costly mistake early on in the game for noobs. Once the seeds are planted, they grow automatically based on their growth rate. Basic seeds grow quicker, but are less profitable as a crop. The opposite is true for more advanced seed. In Farming and Friends, there's no watering or fertilizer needed. However, it does rain randomly on servers, and when it rains, crop growth speeds up a little, making it quicker for you to bring in the harvest and turn those crops into coins. Pro tip: the higher level of equipment used to plow, cultivate, and seed your fields, the faster crops will grow. Bottom line, amigos, equipment level matters. So those were some of the common basics. Now we're going to move on to beginner crops. These crops are cheap, quick to grow, and perfect for learning the basics of farming. Wheat is the very first crop that you have on lawn. A box costs just 100 coin and it grows in about 1 minute. Any level of equipment can plant and harvest wheat. Wheat can be filled to FarmCo and also used in several other ways. It can be used in the animal food factory, cake factory, and even the pizza factory. Wheat can also be built into square or round bales for increased profits. On its own, it's just enough to get you started. Wheat's real profits come from its factory and baling uses, making this one of the best all-around crops once you've progressed. Corn is another early crop and costs 250 coins per box. It takes about 2.5 minutes to grow. Any level of equipment can plant and harvest corn. Harvested corn can be sold at FarmCo or used in the animal food factory. But since wheat is a cheaper option with more uses, corn should be sold at FarmCo. Rice comes next, and a box costs 2,000 coins. It takes 8 minutes to grow, and any level of equipment can plant or harvest the rice. You can also sell it at FarmCo, or like wheat and corn, it can be used in the animal food factory. But you never see it being used for animal food. It takes longer to grow, and it costs a lot more coins. Its main use is just leveling up to the next crop. Your pro tip: you will grind with rice and oats for a while, and the price difference between the two are only 200 coins. So save up the additional 200 coins and just skip over the rice to save a little bit of grind. Oats are another beginner crop, costing 2,200 coins per box and also taking about 8 minutes to grow. And like rice, any level of equipment can plant and harvest oats. Oats can be used in the honey oatmeal factory and can also be baled into square or round bales for increased profit, giving them a role in the high-value production of coins beyond harvesting and selling it at FarmCo. Alright, now moving on to intermediate crops. Once you've leveled up and built up some more coins, you'll be into the intermediate crops. These take longer to grow but come with more profit. Let's take a look. Sugarcane costs 8,400 coins per box and takes about 22 minutes to grow. Any level of equipment can plant and harvest sugarcane. It doesn't currently tie into a factory chain, so its main role is just a higher profit crop for selling at FarmCo. Pro tip: sugarcane takes a longer time to grow. In fact, you can grow oats quicker and make more profit overall with the speedy harvest. So most players will skip sugarcane by saving up their coins until they can afford soybeans or tomatoes for the next crop. Soybeans will run you 24,000 coins per box and needs 36 minutes to fully grow. Any level equipment can plant and harvest soybeans. The usual move is to sell them at FarmCo for coins or skip them altogether and move on to tomatoes. So now we're talking tomatoes. Tomatoes cost 26,400 coins per box and take around 36 minutes to grow as well. Any level equipment can plant and harvest tomatoes. Their main use is in the pizza factory, which gives them a unique place in the farm. Tomatoes are a good crop up from oats, but have a production tie-in. Alright amigos, finally we get to the pro crops. These are expensive seeds that take serious time and equipment to fawn, but they are the top tier of farming in this game. Cabbage costs 57,600 coins per box, and any level of equipment can plant or harvest cabbage. If the crop with the longest grow time in the game, make it a long-term investment. It takes 1 hour to grow with level 1 equipment. But I know you've been upgrading your Fieldworth equipment, so by now you probably have level 3, which makes the grow time on this crop about 40 minutes. With the long grow time, nuts and cabbage called an estate. It's not. Really, it just depends on your time and your style. You got 2 solid ways to play this one, and both can work. Option 1. If you got some time to hang around the farm, go with tomatoes. You can run a few extra rounds of them in about the same time cabbage takes to grow, and you'll squeeze out a little bit more profit. But heads up, it's double the field work. You'll be planting, plowing, harvesting twice as much as you would with cabbage to make a little more profit. Option 2. If you can't stick around, maybe you gotta go to school, work, or just want a break, then cabbage is your crop. Since crops grow even when you're offline, you can plant your cabbage, log off, and come back later when they're ready. You'll be able to harvest them right away. It's way less work, and you don't have to babysit your farm for an extra hour. Alright farmers, let's talk some carrots. Carrots come in at 85,000 coins per bobs and need around 40 minutes to grow. They require a level 4 seeder and harvester. Carrots don't currently link into special factory, but they are a reliable coin crop for players at this stage. They also look great on the farms built for design, bright color, plain rows. Rolling into some potato. Potatoes are the most expensive standard crop, costing 120,000 coins per box, and taking about 40 minutes to grow. They require a level 4 seeder or harvester. Like carrots, potatoes don't tie into any unique factory chain, but they stand as one of the ultimate coin crops for high-level farmers. They are also one of the few crops that can hold up to the value of factory production runs when sold in bulk. Pro tip: when working with pro crops, manage your time wisely. You'll make fewer harvests per hour, so plan around other income like animals and factories. Alright farmers, we're switching gears and field. We're moving on to trees. Trees and Farming and Friends work similarly to crops, but require a forestry license. Beginner trees are your first step into forestry system and open up an entirely new income stream once you're ready to branch out. Pine trees are your starter trees once you unlock a forestry license. Each pine seed box costs 600 points and can be planted with any level of equipment. No special equipment here. Once planted, pine trees can take around 15 minutes to fully grow. After harvesting the logs, you can be sold directly to wooden stuff. Pine doesn't tie into the sawmill, so it's mainly used for XP and early coin gains. Alright, we just covered plant trees. That's the only beginner tree we have. We don't even have intermediate trees. We skip right over that and move on to pro trees. Once you've mastered the basics of forestry, it's time to step into the big leaves of tree farming: cocoa, cypress, and birch. Cocoa is available with your forestry license. Cypress and birch, these trees require the heavy forestry license and specialized cutting equipment, but they yield some of the most profitable coins in the game. Let's dig into them. Cocoa trees. Although cocoa trees are available with the basic forestry license and can be cut down with a chainsaw, they are far from beginner trees. A whopping 70,000 coins total, and require level 2 cedar or above. Cocoa trees take roughly around 25 minutes to grow and are harvested using the oxbow harvester level 3. Cocoa trees can be cut down and sold as logs to wooden stuff, or you can sell the cocoa at Farmco. But these trees have a higher purpose when processed in the chocolate milk factory. That's where it becomes one of the most profitable factory products in the game: chocolate milk. Cypress is your first heavy forester tree. Each cypress seed box costs around 150,000 coins and requires a level 2 cedar or above to plant them. Cypress trees take significantly longer to grow, close to 45 minutes before they reach full size. Once mature, they must be cut using the TK500 or TK1500 tree cutter and hauled with a level 3 log trailer or above. Cypress logs can be sold at wooden stuff or processed in the sawmill. It requires a sawmill license to produce wooden plank, which sell for much higher price. On to birch trees. Each birch seed box costs around 210,000 coins and also requires a level 2 cedar and heavy forestry license. Growth time is the longest of all, close to an hour per cycle. Like cypress, they must be harvested with a TK500 or 1500 tree cutter and hauled with a level 3 log trailer or above. Birch logs are the highest value standard logs in the game, with raw logs selling for massive coin gains and planks selling for even higher profit when processed to the sawmill. Pro tip: birch and cypress are both valuable, but birch planks consistently reach the highest market prices. Hey amigos, before we wrap up, let's go over a few tips that will make your farming life easier. Boxes versus pallet. Boxes are what you'll use when you're starting out, but once you unlock a forklift license, buy a forklift, and have a flatbed, you can switch to pallets. Pallets hold 27 boxes at once, give you a small discount, and save a lot of trips back and forth from the farm and store. The gear you use doesn't just determine what crops you can plant. Higher level equipment actually speeds up crop growth. Each higher tier of plow, cultivator, and seeder decreases growth time, so grading your tools pay off in both time and profit. When it rains on a server, it will speed up crop growth. You can also trigger rain instantly using the rain boost Robux item mill, which lasts 5 minutes. Smart profits: sell when prices spike. Crop tree of profit prices all fluctuate roughly every 5 minutes. Always check Farmco before selling and sell when the prices are high. Sell boosts that are Robux items can also be triggered to recently raise all server prices to the maximum. Rainbow prices for 5 minutes. Farm organization. Manage your farm carefully, keeping it organized and clean and efficient. Pro tip: Efficiency is everything in farming and friends. Use downtime during crop or tree growth to transport, process, or organize your farm. Keep every part of your farm moving. That means more coins, XP, and faster progression overall. Alright amigos, that's the bell for Farmology 102. We've covered the basics of seeds, crops, and trees. Now it's your turn to put it all to work. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out these videos YouTube has put up here because they know you're going to love them too. And as always, thanks for watching, keep farming, keep grinding, and keep the chaos rolling.